Every year, the Academy tries to take lightning and put it in a bottle. They pick the performances that move them or impress them the most. And once the nominees are locked, that's when the fun part starts. We get to argue, obsess, and nitpick the choices. And then we rank them like we're part of the acting branch. So today, I'm going to be ranking our 10 lead performances, including all of the players that we got in the lead actor and the lead actress categories. Oh boy, let's do it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Garage. Gerald here with you, of course. Another Oscars ranking video for you. Just so you guys know, I already did this for Best Picture. I ranked the 10 Best Picture nominees from 10 to 1. A little disclaimer, just like that video, this is just my personal opinion and my preference for these performances. This is not a ranking of the movies that these actors were in, but this is just trying to grade their performance and how much it has stuck with me since I saw it. Don't forget to follow me over on the Award Expert app if you are an awards season or an Oscars junkie. And yeah, I also check in all my new watches over on Letterboxd. You can find me on both under the Awards Garage. The next video I'll be doing, by the way, which will be coming up in a couple of weeks, will be my 10 to 1 for the supporting acting nominees. On this video, we're going to be combining lead actress and lead actor 10 to 1. Let's rank them.
If my boobs were just a bit bigger, I could be Dolly.
You're a blonde?
Oh boy, am I.
Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue. Man, I respect the nomination, I do. It's just probably the most fine performance in this category. Everyone else here is just way more impressive to me. And I'll be honest, it does kind of sting some of the ladies that ended up missing, presumably for this spot. Chase Infinity, Amanda Seyfried, Jennifer Lawrence, Tessa Thompson. I don't have enough time to go through the list. There's plenty more. Look, Kate Hudson is a legit actress. She has dazzled me before. Almost Famous is one of my all-time favorite performances ever. Even though she's the best thing in this movie, the film is pretty formulaic. Bit emotionally manipulative, that music biopic machine that tells you exactly what to feel. Solid, I guess, based on that formula, but compared to the rest of this lineup, it just lands as, okay, sure, I guess.
You boys twins?
Nah, we cousins.
Well,
Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. From this point on, every performance here is Oscar worthy. Ranking them was genuinely hard. Jordan's dual role is the real deal. Smoke and Stack don't just feel like different guys. They move different. They speak and carry themselves different. When I first watched it, I actually thought to myself, did I forget that Michael B. Jordan actually has a brother or a twin? It was that seamless. And what makes it impressive is the emotional contrast, because one brother is the protector. You know, he's overbearing. He's always scanning the room. And the other one is much more naive and reckless, making those bad decisions that affect the other brother's scanning. And sometimes you're watching Michael B. Jordan play both of these energies in the same damn scene. That takes control, and he definitely had it.
¿Es para completar?
Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent. This isn't a typical dual role like the one Jordan was doing, but Moura is doing something just as demanding. He's constantly shifting masks depending on who he's with or what he can safely reveal. You can feel him recalibrating in real time. And at the core, it's a father story. It's that fight that a parent has when their kid is on the line. That's the spine of his performance. And there's also a personal gravity here because Moura feels connected to the material, the Brazilian history. It goes way beyond acting. It plays like a tribute to the history, the heritage, and the memory. It is layered, it is controlled, and it sticks with you.
The Grand Wizard over there, right? Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Or father. Fucking slave owner.
I'm afraid you can't do that here in the classroom.
Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, one battle after another. This is Leo having fun again, like real fun. It reminded me of that loose energy that we got from him in movies like Catch Me If You Can, or some of that playful charm that was reminiscent from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. His character in this movie, Bob, is a weird mix of those characters, but also like the dude from The Big Lebowski and Phil Dunphy from Modern Family. It's endearing, dad cringe, funny, but often he's not trying to be. He just is who he is. And underneath the comedy, There's a real emotional thread because this is another father protecting his kid's story. Plus, I'll just tell you, Leo finally leading a PTA film is something that I've been waiting literal decades for. Like, I'm not kidding, since Boogie Nights. And it did not disappoint.
Can we have a dialogue, please?
Don't call it a dialogue. This isn't Death of a Salesman.
Okay, can we talk, please? Or are you just going to
We
keep
don't
doing...
need to talk.
Yes, okay.
Emma Stone in Begonia. There's performances built from micro choices, right? The looks, the glances, the pauses, the side eyes, those little shifts in tone. She'll say a line and then you'll immediately be wondering, is she being honest? Is she performing honesty for Jesse Plemons? Is she testing the room? It's like Emma Stone didn't even know. And she was playing the character two ways, just kind of waiting to see how the story unfolded. And then there's that corporate predator aura. She slips in so naturally, it's actually kind of unsettling, but it's also darkly funny because she knows how ridiculous power can be when it thinks it's just normal. Her chemistry with Jesse Plemons here is one of the best 1-2 punches all year, really in a long time. And Stone keeps proving the same thing. If she's in a movie, the Oscars are paying attention, and we should be too.
And I see you in London working with your father.
In the theatre.
At the Playhouse.
Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. Man, she is carrying grief in this movie, but grief is just the first layer. There's so much more. It goes so much deeper than that. It's about how loss can rewire everything. Your memory, time, your relationships with the world around you. What I love is she doesn't present emotion. She inhabits that emotion. There's no big signpost, no watch me act moment. And through her, the film ties together art and nature in this really organic way. Healing doesn't come through some kind of speech. It comes as a process through her performance, which is a process for us watching the movie. You don't just understand what she feels, you feel it with her.
This isn't supposed to be what it's like. This isn't it. This can't be it.
Rose Byrne and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I still don't fully understand the title, but Byrne takes the parental experience and makes it tangible, even if you've never lived it yourself. She captures that specific exhaustion where your own life feels paused because keeping someone else alive becomes the whole mission. And the movie tells a hard truth. Everything that you have becomes theirs. Your time, your energy, your attention, your money. Not in a villainous way, just in a this is my reality now way. And she nails those moments where you want to scream, but you know it doesn't matter because no one's listening, not even the person that you're doing it all for. Her performance is one of the more layered of the year. She absolutely nailed it.
I'm on the wagon, Dick. I'm serious. I've been drinking ginger ale all night. Well, except for this second, because this second we have to celebrate. This is the greatest musical in the history of American theater.
Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon. The biggest compliment I can give an acting performance is this. It made me go study the person that the actor was portraying, period. Hawke sent me down this Lorenz Hart rabbit hole, and as I've said before, I don't think I've fully climbed out of it yet. In this role, he's funny, charming, a bit chaotic, quietly tragic. You'll laugh at his kind of aura, but then you'll realize that laughter is covering something sad. And yes, it takes you to the golden era of Broadway, but more importantly, it takes you to a place that we've all probably been, which is heartbreak and loneliness. That empty seat feeling. There's regret in there, there's artistic pride. You get this whole complex, light on his feet homage to one of the great songwriters. Hawke makes it entertaining while still letting the ache land.
Ni två är ju det bästa som har hänt mig.
Bäst som har skjedd deg? Skal vi vært der litt mer, da?
Renate Reinsve in Sentimental Value. Reinsve gives a performance that's quietly genius. She's playing an actress in the movie, and the line between performing and just living keeps blurring. On stage, she's heightened, controlled, big emotions. But then when she's with her family in those real-life moments, and the emotions bleed together so seamlessly, you can't tell what's acting and what's her character surviving and living. That's what makes it so compelling. A lot of it is fueled by fear of the unknown, whether that's for her career or the emotional landmines in her relationship with her father, played by Stellan Skarsgård. It's a performance that refuses to sit still, and that's why it felt so real to me.
That means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
And my number one, Timothée Chalamet, of course. Marty Supreme. Marty, my guy. Chalamet's full throttle here. Frantic, high energy, self-serving. The character itself runs on ego and adrenaline, also bad decisions. But he nails all of that. It's that early 20s male POV, especially in that post-war 1950s world that we're set in. It's fearless and dumb. He's convinced the rules don't apply to him. But the magic trick is this: the character is detestable and still weirdly likable. That is a hard thing to nail. Finding that humanity without sanding down the ugliness that's presented to us. I still might call his portrayal of Bob Dylan as like his magnum opus performance-wise, but at this point, we should just accept the truth. This dude does not phone it in. He is the man when it comes to the craft of acting. And his commitment in Marty Supreme and that performance, I just could not look away. It's my number one among the 10 lead nominees this year. Guys, that's it. I want to thank you for tuning in to this ranking video. Don't forget, the next one within the next couple weeks will be for the 10 supporting performances that got nominated this year. And then I might do some of the tech categories or maybe director, which of course will just be a top 5. I'm considering doing that. I've done it in the past. Let me know down below if you guys have an interest in that. Also, don't forget about following me over on The Award Expert if you're into Oscar season, or Letterboxd. You can find me there at the Awards Garage. And channel memberships are wide open for anybody that's interested. For as little as a couple bucks a month, you could help me out here because I do have a real job. This is frankly my second job because I try to do as much content, write scripts, do research, rank these videos, edit, etc. So anything you can do to help me out, you get a lot of perks as well, but it would be greatly appreciated. And a huge thank you and XOXO to all of my current members. You guys are the best. Just click join down below if you're interested in that. But at the very least, please subscribe. I will see you guys out here very soon in the garage.